Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Earn $17 or more with no experience needed. Are you looking for a way to make money in your spare time? Have you been affected by the pandemic and are looking to make money after being laid off? Well guys, I just wanted to let you know about a company that is actually hiring, and I have proof of this. I've actually been working for this company for about 2 years, more so in my spare time, but since we are going through this pandemic, I picked it right back up and it is making up for some of my lost income. And if you haven't already picked up on this company is Grubhub. So yes, people, you actually can work and be a delivery person for Grubhub, and they are hiring, as I said. All you need are a few basic things and you can work this right from your phone. With the way that Grubhub is set up, you are working as an independent contractor, so you will receive a 1099 at the end of the year if you do earn more than $600 with them. So you are not a W-2 employee, you will be a 1099 contractor. And as with most gigs and opportunities, they do have a few basic requirements to get started. So these are: number one is that you do need a car, and in some areas you can use a moped or a bicycle. The good thing about this company is that they don't really have that many qualifications for the car that you use. I think that so long as it's 20 years old and in good running condition, it should be enough and you'd be able to actually work your job with no issues. And as far as the bicycle and the moped, this of course just depends on the market that you're in, and you'll know whether it's practical or not. Secondly, you do need a valid driver's license and auto insurance for drivers, and they do a background check, so that's also something that you need to be aware of. Number three, you will need a valid state ID or a driver's license if you are going to use a bike. And also some people do opt to use a moped, and of course state by state laws will differ as to what you need for those, whether you need a driver's license or if you can just use a state ID. So you want to make sure before you actually go out and start driving or applying for a job like this, just make sure with your state and know what you're legally required to have. And finally, you need to have a smartphone. So if you have an iPhone, you need to have an operating system 11 or later. And if you have an Android, you need to have a 5.0 or newer. No experience is required, but you do have to be at least 19 years old, and also just make sure that you're a responsible driver. So let's get into what you really are here for. How much money can you make realistically working for Grubhub? So what I'm going to do is show you some of my own numbers, some of my own earnings that I've made recently, so that you can get an idea, at least in my market, what you can make in blocks of 3 to 4 hours. I typically work in the evenings, so this would be a time period, say for example between 4:30 in the evening till 8:30 at night. That would be a 4-hour block. Or supposedly 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. that would be a 3-hour block. So this is a really basic video, so I'm not really going into how you can schedule your blocks and everything, but I just wanted to give you an outline and just an idea of the type of money you can make. If you haven't already done so, I'd like to invite you to like and subscribe to this video so I know that you have found this content helpful. So as the saying goes, show me the money. So here are 2 separate days where I worked a 4-hour shift. On the first day, I got $26.56 per hour average. And on the second day, I had $20.14 per average. And here are some examples of what I made on 3-hour shifts. So one of the days, I made $25.75 per hour average, and on the next day it was $26.01 average. So I do have a basic disclaimer. So as you can see at the beginning of the video, I had said $17 per hour. So the reason why I said $17 per hour, that's probably about as much as I've made over the course of 2 years. That would be my average. The amounts that I'm making now are a lot. I think it's mainly just because the demand is high because of the pandemic, and also just in my market, we don't really have that much traffic, so I can really get back and forth from one delivery to another fairly quickly, which increases my earning power. I have a link down below if you would like to apply to be a driver. And once again, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and go ahead and share. Maybe there's some people out there that actually need some income, whether it's now during the pandemic or after. This is always a good side hustle, if you will, or an extra job for you to have just to pay down some bills, even if times aren't tight and you're just trying to save or pay down some debt. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please make sure that you click on the bell button so that if I make other videos you can be informed. And thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Happy driving.